The Los Angeles Dodgers had a historic 2022 season. Their 111 wins were the fourth most in Major League Baseball history. Their run differential was the third best since 1900, and despite how successful they were, none of it mattered. Since 2013, the Dodgers have won the NL West division 9 out of 10 seasons, and in 4 of those years, the Dodgers have led baseball in wins, yet only one of them has resulted in LA winning it all. 2020 was the only year the Dodgers won the World Series during that span, and even though the playoffs were the same length as normal years and more teams made the postseason, potentially making it tougher to win, the 60-game season made people doubt or take their championship serious. Regardless of how you feel, 2022 is the Dodgers' year to prove everyone wrong. They had the best record in baseball, statistically the best bullpen in baseball, the best offense, the second best rotation, but when it mattered the most, they fell short once again. Now, the organization is left with a ton of questions about the roster, upcoming free agents, and in particular, the manager, and if a change needs to be made. Since 2010, the Los Angeles Dodgers have had the best record in Major League Baseball by far, and despite the success, when the lights are the brightest, the Dodgers tend to struggle. Over the years, the Dodgers have lost in the National League Division Series 4 times, lost in the Championship Series 3 times, and they've made the World Series 3 times, with only one of them resulting in a win. Then in 2022, they got outplayed by the Padres, and you have to give San Diego credit, as for the last few seasons, the Dodgers have owned them. They've beaten up on them during the regular season, and even swept them in the 2020 playoffs. The Padres have made all these moves the last couple of years to try and catch the Dodgers and dethrone them, and at this year's trade deadline, they went all in, acquiring Juan Soto, Josh Hader, Josh Bell, and Brandon Drury, and it finally paid off. After losing 14-19 in the regular season against them, the Padres defeated the Dodgers in 4 games, and as good as a win it was for the Padres, the loss was just as disappointing for the Dodgers, who are left with a ton of questions going forward. David Price is retiring, Clayton Kershaw's future is up in the air, and he's a free agent, and not to mention guys like Trea Turner, Justin Turner, Andrew Heaney, Tyler Anderson, Tommy Canal, and Chris Martin, who are key contributors for LA in 2022, are set to hit the free agent market as well. The team also has to decide what to do with a guy like Cody Bellinger, who is a free agent after next season and has gone from an MVP to one of the worst hitters in baseball in less than 3 years and has become a non-starter in meaningful games. All of these are important decisions, but the biggest decision might be the move at the manager position. The Dodgers have been super successful under Dave Roberts since his hire in 2016, but it looks like anyone can be successful running this roster. It all comes down to if the Dodgers think a new voice needs to be heard in the clubhouse, because the team's goal is to win World Series championships and they fell short once again. A new presence might be the answer, and after Roberts' decision making yesterday, it might be time for some change. Tyler Anderson was cruising through 5 innings yesterday and pulled at 82 pitches, even though the bullpen has been used a ton early on in the series. The move backfired, and the rest is history. The Dodgers lost the game and the series and fell short of their World Series championship goal. Nonetheless, it will be interesting to see what moves are made by LA this offseason. They had the young prospects to make a big splash via trade and the money to make a big splash via free agent signings. The reality is, though, the 2022 Dodgers had the most talented team in baseball, historically one of the best ever, and they didn't even advance out of the first round. On top of that, they fell way short of their World Series goal, even though it was guaranteed by their manager.
Wait.
We are winning the World Series in 2022.
So,
but I know where you're going with that.
No,
We're winning the World Series this year. Put it on record.
You are winning the World Series.
We are winning the World Series. That's our focus. That's our goal.